Hey peeps, it's me, Heather, Positively Calm. So how in the world can you go from this, pulling on a leash like a maniac and completely out of tune with his handler, and this, to this, completely in tune with me and walking in heel in less than 5 minutes? It all starts with the dance, folks. First, we fit Brooks with a Herm Sprenger prong collar, and we teach him what it means to turn pressure off. Letting him forge ahead until the leash is taut, holding pressure, and releasing as soon as he comes in my direction teaches Brooks that it's more comfortable to be next to me than it is to be pulling away. We take as much time as needed performing this little dance between Brooks and I until I see him checking in with me a little more often and paying more attention to the direction that I'm moving in. Brooks is super smart, so he quickly realizes in less than 4 minutes that it's way more comfortable to be next to me than it is to be pulling on the leash. Right here, we're met with a great opportunity of him spotting a cat across the street. I let him forge out to the end of the leash while holding steady, constant pressure from the prong collar. Once Brooks steps in my direction, pressure is released. And this is what we mean by pressure avoidance training. I soon start to feel like Brooks is paying a little bit more attention to the direction that I take. Very little pressure is needed at this point, so now I'm feeling like it's a pretty good time to establish our heel position on the walk. Every time I feel Brooks look away from me or forge ahead of my knee, I give him leash guidance back into position and say the command heel. You can see my wrist as it pulls him back into position every time I feel he's moving out of place. Every turn that I make, I'm giving the command heel and giving him leash guidance into position. Establishing the heel position, it's time to start implementing the Autosuits. Every time I come to a stop, Brooks needs to come to a stop and put his little booty in a sit position. How do I do this? Leash pressure upward. Pressure stays on until his butt hits the ground. As soon as it does, pressure is released. Every time I start to move forward, I give the command heel. Small leash pops are given to regain focus on me so that he becomes handler aware. Frequent stops, 180 turns, slowing your cadence, all work your dog's mind more than his body, which is where you'll tire him out the most. Instead of going on your 3-mile track in the 90-degree heat, how about you work your dog at the end of your driveway and work on exercising his brain by becoming handler aware instead of building an athlete. It's hard to believe that Mr. Brooks was almost impossible to walk almost 5 minutes ago, and now we have him tuned into me and walking at my speed. Brooks went from choking himself out on his flat buckle collar to walking comfortably next to me, the training collar designed for effective communication.